Welcome to Snipisode 31 of the Daily Dose of D.M.C. podcast. Today is Monday, February 13th, 2023, and I'm your host, HK. Good morning, all you beautiful people, and welcome back. It's the start of another week of the Daily Dose of dedication, motivation, and commitment, where we focus on cultivating a successful mindset, where we focus on cultivating a positive mindset. I'm your host, HK. Today, we're going to be discussing how to start the week right with some Monday motivation and how to develop that mindset that's going to lead you to success for the rest of the week. That's why I'm going to talk about mind over matter, how to cultivate a successful mindset for this week. That is how we're going to kickstart it together. As we all know, Mondays can often be a challenge, especially if you're in a job or in a place that you really dislike, you're really frustrated with, and you had the weekend to just kind of relax and not think about it. Maybe you did something yesterday that you shouldn't have done in regards to getting some work done. There's a lot of people out there. I used to do the same thing. But the thing is, with the right attitude and a positive mindset, we are going to turn this Monday morning into the most productive day of the week. As you can hear it, I'm excited. I got a lot of plans for this week, a lot of things I got to get done, and I'm really excited about some of those. And you guys know what I think about studies, but there's a lot of research that shows that having a positive mindset is going to improve your productivity. It's going to increase your resilience. It's going to boost your overall well-being. We've discussed a lot of these things in previous Snipisodes, and you've probably heard the saying, mind over matter, but what does that really mean? Just think about it. In simple terms, it just means that our thoughts and our beliefs have a significant impact on the outcomes. And the thing is, for those of you who have that negative mindset, you're going to approach challenges with fear and with doubt as we kickstart this week. But those of us with a positive mindset will take those challenges with confidence and also determination. I'm really excited about that heading into the course of this week. I mean, honestly, I think we all have the potential to achieve great things. But the way we think about ourselves and the abilities is what's going to have a big impact on your success as you head into this week. However, like I said, the mind is so powerful. Our mindset is something that you control, you cultivate. And I think one of the best ways and most effective mindsets is having that growth mindset. Something we talked about last week, that belief of your abilities and intelligence. It's going to be developed through hard work and through perseverance. Because I truly believe that people, those of us with this growth mindset, you approach challenges as opportunities. You heard me say that last week. We approach challenges as opportunities to learn, to grow. We see failure as a necessary step on the path to success. And that is what I want to kick off with this Monday morning. We're going to have a lot of success this week. And before we head into a couple tips for cultivating that successful mindset, things we've talked about on the Daily Dose of DMC, I just want to note that the most important, or one of the most powerful tools, I should say, to cultivate that mindset is self-talk. That cinema that plays in our heads that I've mentioned so many times that we always get rolling. Our self-talk is that it's that internal dialogue that you have with yourself. And that's either going to be positive or it's going to be negative. Negative self-talk, you guys know, it's going to be limiting. However, on the other side of that, we've got that positive self-talk, and that is what we want, and because that is what is going to be empowering. Hence, it's so important. It's so important to be mindful of the language you use in your head when you're speaking to yourself. That is something I have become very aware of over the past couple of years, and that is what I encourage you to do this Monday morning. And so here are a couple tips to cultivate that. One is, this morning, I want you to kick off your day by surrounding yourself with positivity. I want you to seek out positive people, positive environments. Try to create a positive experience that is going to support you in your success for your endeavors this week. Surround yourself with positivity. That is what is going to improve your mood. That is what we want, just that positive environment. Secondly, I want you to embrace failure. If you're heading into something that you're struggling with at work, at school, wherever it may be in your personal life, embrace failure. Instead of viewing that failure as a setback, I want you to view it as an opportunity. From this moment forward, I want you to think about that as an opportunity to learn, to grow, that growth mindset. Failure is a natural part of the learning process, guys. But it's going to provide you guys valuable insights, valuable experience, and that is what's going to help you achieve success. I teach my kids this day in, day out. I want them to embrace failure. And I ask them, when they do something or something happens, I ask them, I tell them it's completely fine. However, you need to view this as an opportunity to grow. Do you understand why this happened or how this happened? What can you learn from it? Asking questions. Number 3, practice self-reflection. I want you guys to take some time during the course of today and think about your thoughts, think about your feelings, think about the actions that you've set out during the course of this day. And I want you guys to look at, are there any patterns? Are there anything you need to do to adjust so that you finish this day strong as we head into the rest of the week? Next, I want you to set achievable goals. Now, this is something we could talk about. I'm going to talk about this on Friday at the end of this week to kickstart your Mondays better, which you got to do on Sunday evening. However, set some goals right now. Make a quick list of things you want to achieve. Break those down a little bit in your head, on your notes, whatever, into those manageable steps that we talk about, and that's what's going to help you stay focused and motivated for the rest of this week. That's what I want you to do. And if that's not enough, guys, let me just let me think of some inspiring stories about. Okay, my son just recently began reading Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I've never read the books. I've never even watched the movies yet, and that's something I want to do. That's on my list. However, I really believe that her story, I know her story a little bit. I've read a little bit about that in the papers and whatnot over the course of the years, and it's inspiring also to hear about people who have overcome that adversity and who've achieved great things. And I really believe J.K. Rowling is one of those people. She's written the Harry Potter series, and I think, if I recall correctly, she's faced a lot of challenges, a lot of setbacks. It wasn't just like she wrote this story and bam, it was published everywhere. No, she faced a lot of rejection from publishers, had a lot of financial difficulties, had a child to raise at the same time. I believe she was writing this by hand in a cafe or whatnot, or somewhere at home, whatever it was, but she was writing this by hand as well. However, she never gave up on her dream. She persevered. She cultivated that growth mindset. And ultimately, just look, the rest is history. She brought unto herself success. Her books, the Harry Potter series, is global. Like I said, there's movies, there's a series of books. Becoming one of the richest females, one of the richest women, I believe, in the UK. Is that not inspiring to cultivate a successful mindset? Another person, Steve Jobs. I'm not an Apple guy, yeah, but you got to give it to Steve Jobs. And I don't always agree with everything. I don't know these people per se. You know about things and you make up your mind based on the judgment and the biases that you have. But if you take a look at Steve Jobs, you got to give him props for what he did. He was a visionary entrepreneur, co-founded Apple. Yeah, completely revolutionized the tech industry. He was fired from Apple. He never lost his passion, though, his belief in himself. He always cultivated that growth mindset. He embraced change. He achieved inspiring success. Everybody just talks about, what Steve Jobs did, what he innovated in, what he contributed to the tech industry. That is the mindset I want you guys to cultivate for the course of this week. So those are just like 2 examples, aside from the tips that I just gave you. However, in all of that, guys, I really want you to keep one thing as you walk away from today's Snipisode, and that is start your day this morning, as you're listening to this, with gratitude. Take that, just that minute, take that moment right now and think about what you're grateful for. No matter how small it is, whatever you're grateful for, think about that right now. This is what's going to help set that tone for a positive day. And that's it. That's what we want to talk about this Monday morning. Those are my tips for cultivating a successful mindset, a positive mindset as we kickstart this Monday together. Because that positive mindset is what is going to be key to success. And all it takes is just a little bit of effort on your end. And you're going to make your Monday today, like I said at the start of this podcast, the most productive day of the week. Because ultimately, it's all about your thoughts, your beliefs. That's what's going to have that significant impact on the outcomes you have for this week. I got a lot planned. Got quite a few things I want to get done this week. Some are big, some are small. That is why I'm so excited. But I want you guys to be mindful, be grateful, practice that self-talk, surround yourself today with positivity. And I want you guys to develop that mindset that's going to lead to success this week. And I'll ask you guys on Friday if you achieve that. That being said, guys, as always, stay dedicated, motivated, committed all day, every day.